And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Did those defenders?
Gano out to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And some room to maneuver. There he goes right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 21. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now the kick is blocked. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, very often you can point to one play being the difference in a game, Charles, and this might very well be the one right there.
And an extra point is supposed to be simple, but when you don't protect well and that breaks down, it becomes that much harder, and that costs them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Manning. Rolling to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Manning gonna throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Manning. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. First down, the run with Lynch. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 148 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
It's Wilson on the option.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get 1 piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this with Charles would have been different, but ultimately time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Giants,
in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be throw your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we walk a pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumental. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we up. One time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest.
Boss. Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Side through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo baggage, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That brain hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably for the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bars,
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. And I'm moving up like roof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I said it was, I just aim it, ready to Whittle's Peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably feed the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
I know, close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this. Gangsta Brazil.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Suck down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of all the titles you need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Manning going to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Manning. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 2nd and inches, Manning. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson.
Throw to Eskridge, complete on the out route.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
And once again, it's Eskridge. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They go up the middle with Lynch. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. To throw on 2nd and 6, Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Manning now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Manning again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And some room to run now.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? To throw on 2nd and 10. Manning. He's got his man Cruz.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the 27, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Lynch.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. And Walker with it over the middle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Manning. And this one's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Manning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll go for it. It's Manning.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They try again with Lynch. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. On 2nd and 2, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27. From the shotgun, Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Eli Apple. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Manning. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
An inside run with Lynch. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wilson. Short throw to Disley.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Lynch up the middle. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll run for it. Lynch. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
There's Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Manning looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's a give to Lynch. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll run with Lynch, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Manning going to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
One last shot for Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.